What's up, everybody? It's Ivan Orsic back here with Trouts Fly Fishing. It's your bi-weekly fishing report and forecast. It's also the bi-weekly check-in on whether or not I have to shave my beard and trim my face, trim my hair. And I'm gonna guess that it's a yes, but I probably won't do it for another month. Who knows? Check in the next episode to see if I'm a responsible adult. Probably not. Anyways, it's wintertime. Wintertime's here. It's snowed. Holidays are here, all that jazz. Fishing's gonna remain pretty consistent through the next couple months in terms of what the bugs are gonna be, what they're really gonna be keying in on. Along the South Platte, it's gonna be midges, blue wings sometimes, but for the most part midges, and then attractors, so eggs, worms, leeches, if the flows are appropriate. The South Platte below Cheeseman, so through Cheeseman into Decker is actually bumped, so it's up from I believe it was in the 40s before. It's up to 83. It had bumped all the way up to like 93, which was nice, but 83 is obviously a good summer winter flow, I should say. If you tuned into this month's edition of Five Flies with Danny and Scott, see that it's still very productive out there. They were hammering fish on smaller midges, some PTs, and then they're dropping eggs in there as well. And through those riffles, through those faster bits of water, actually picked up quite a few fish. Shows you that you don't always have to concentrate on that slow water, especially on those tailwaters. Into the afternoon when the sun hits the water a little bit more, they can move into the faster water, and they're a little bit more non-discriminate about what they'll eat in that fast water. They have less time to decide, so don't always focus on those slow water fish. I know when I go to Cheeseman, sometimes I can get caught up in one run for an entire day just looking at one fish that's not going to eat, and maybe he does, and then I miss him, and then the days, where's the day gone? It's gone to pardon my French. But anyway, goes to show you, move water, fish different kinds of water, adjust your weight, adjust your depth, and you can find some really good fishing. We were super impressed with the quality of the fish that Scott and Danny got into last week, and it was always super encouraging to see that. With that said, Decker's going to be very similar in terms of the rigs. Be prepared for dry flies if you run into a sunny day without wind. That goes for for 11 mile as well. 11 miles is going to be midges, it's going to be eggs, it's going to be worms, small PTs, keeping it small, 5 and 6X if you have to, and making sure you get the depth correct, because those fish aren't going to move a ton. In the winter, try to keep your flies a little bit closer together. That can work, because if they're glued to the bottom, you don't want to have too much of a spread, so maybe shorten up on your rig there. But it's going to be pretty simple in terms of bug choice for the next couple months, which is actually sort of relaxing, if we're being honest. You don't have to. It's not like there's a million different hatches you have to pay attention to. Not that I'm saying summer fishing is annoying. I love summer fishing. Winter fishing has a certain pace to it, and you don't have to get overly complicated with your bugs. If you are getting refusals, just size down, but generally those patterns, those go-to patterns will work, whether it be the zebra midge, a Johnny Flash, a WD-40, Juju Betas, Juju B, all that sort of stuff, 20s, 22s, 24s, so that's the ticket there. Dreamstream dropped, so Dreamstream was up at like 120, dropped to I think it was in the 80s, and now it's in the 40s. Not optimal. That's going to make that super technical once those fish settle after that flow drop. Wouldn't be my first choice, but if there's always good fish to be had in that river, so there'll be their winter holding spots, and if you move enough and work some of the deeper runs and are willing to be patient, you're going to find some nice fish in there as you usually do. For the freestones, it's going to be a sunny day kind of thing. So I went out with Zeke last week up to the Eagle, hit it. We were on the river by 11 and off the river by 4:15, 4:30 at the latest, I think. And we got into some good dry fly fishing, which was pretty cool. But for the most part, they were hunkered down in deep, slow runs. So the tail outs towards the end, but there was enough holding water, enough depth where they could hold and eat, and not move too much and make it through the winter. So that was a good day. We certainly put quite a few fish in the basket, as old Danish Tran would say. So good times there. Same thing with the Colorado. So I mean, Colorado, the Eagle, the Arkansas. There's going to be there's going to be shelf ice. Watch out for anchor ice. The further on in the day as it warms up, it's generally going to be better. So no need to wake up too early and get out there too quick. For the most part, a leisurely start is appropriate this time of year. So flows haven't changed much for the Freestones. Again, look for the sunny days. I looked at the forecast. While it is going to, I think, storming up in Vail the next 2 days or so, looks like it's generally going to be clear and sunny for the next 2 weeks. There are going to be some cloudy days thrown in there as well. So those sunny days are days to target for sure. Those are days, especially if they're calm, that you can get into dry flies, whether you're on a Freestone or a tailwater more consistently is my guess. But yeah, there we go. That's the fishing report. Tune in next time to see if I've cut my hair.